All right, I've got my second DC update for the week. I told you guys if there's enough information that comes out that I would keep you guys apprised of what's going on and pass that information along to you. So I've got three stories that I want to talk about today. One of DC's most popular films is getting a release on 4K, which I'm going to talk about. We've got some controversy surrounding two upcoming DC films. The first is Suicide Squad, and some comments that James Gunn made the other day. And we've also got some controversy about an actress who was fired from Shazam 2. So let's get this update started. So let's talk about the Shazam update first. There, in the first film, the older version of Mary, one of the family, was played by Michelle Borth. Michelle Borth, I've known her from Hawaii Five-0. She fit well as that character as an older version of Mary. And in the new film, she has been let go. And now Grace Fulton is going to play both versions of Mary, the teenager as well as the adult. There is a little bit of speculation in regards to this as to what happened. There are two possible scenarios. One is that Grace is old enough to be able to do both roles. She's now a real adult in real life, and she could play both characters. The other rumor going around is that it's from a social media post she did on Instagram. On Instagram, she did show a little bit of sympathy toward Ashley Babbitt, who was killed during the kind of siege that happened at the Capitol back on September 6th. And so, but if you go to her page, you're going to see either on Instagram or on Twitter, she is very liberal in many ways. So for them to fire her for that one post seems a little weird because she was just being compassionate towards another human being who had been killed, who was unarmed. So there's a couple possible scenarios as to why that's happening, but that's the controversy, associated with Shazam 2 Fury of the Gods at this stage. All right, let's talk about the controversy with Suicide Squad. Now, here's the interesting thing. Suicide Squad has a couple of worthy news bits here. First of all, the second trailer got released just a few days ago, and I'll leave a link to that in the description. They revealed who the villain is. Starro is going to be the main villain of the new Suicide Squad movie. And if you don't know who that is, I would do a Google search, go to IMDb, not IMDb, but what's that other place? Wikipedia, and look up Starro from DC, and you'll see what that villain is all about. And so we get a good idea of where that movie is headed. It's going to be a little off the wall and way crazy. But James Gunn made some comments the other day, and these were kind of eyebrow raising. He said that Bloodsport, being played by Idris Elba, actually had shot Superman, and Superman is in the ICU because he shot him with a kryptonite bullet. He was asked which Superman, and he replied with, and you'll see, I'm going to leave a picture of what he said here, but he basically said, I don't know which version. I didn't recast the new Superman, so I don't know if it's Henry Cavill. I don't know if it's a new Superman. I'm not in charge of the casting. So that raised some eyebrows. The social media was up in arms saying Henry Cavill's out for good. He's not coming back. The bottom line on this is, as of today, Henry Cavill is still Superman. And I can't believe I have to keep telling people this. But until Warner Brothers says otherwise, or Henry Cavill comes out and says otherwise, he's still Superman. And the fact that he's not out there on social media doing a bunch of posts and saying one thing or another tells me he's still under contract and he's not really willing to say anything. So there's still stuff going on in regards to his contract and him being Superman. So he is not out. I can tell you that right now. And people who think he is, there's no basis for that. There's no fact in regards to that at all. But so there's a little controversy associated with that as well. And some people think it's kind of lame that Superman would have been taken down by Bloodsport to begin with. But we're going to see how that all plays out in the Suicide Squad movie. I would hope that they would show kind of a cut scene of that happening and kind of integrate it into the story. And hopefully it's not just something that is said. They talk about it in the trailer. It's something people noticed in the trailer. So we've got that story going on as well. Now let's talk about what I consider to be the big story of the week. Zack Snyder announced on Vero today that Zack Snyder's Justice League is getting released on September 7th on 4K and Blu-ray on that date. So it is now coming to the United States. You don't have to import it from Europe. You don't have to get it anywhere else. You can get it here in the US on September 7th. So we will see that come out. And there hasn't been any word on whether it's going to be, if it's going to have the Justice's Gray, the gray version that you can get on HBO Max right now. They might leave that just to be exclusive to HBO Max. But it's good news that we're finally going to get that here in the US. And I can tell you that's going to sell like crazy. It's probably going to be one of the highest selling 4K movies that gets released this year. So we'll see what happens. But there was enough news, like I said, enough news to come out today. So we've got the Shazam story, we've got the Suicide Squad story, and we have Zack Snyder's Justice League getting released on 4K. All right, if you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You will be notified as I have new videos go up. It is important to hit that notification bell if you guys want to be apprised of everything that's going on with DC. I do appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next video.